Hi, I'm Parker Gunderson. I'm a political science and international relations major from Billings, Montana. My study was on ethnic inclusion and unrest, with a particular focus on Berbers in Algeria and analyzing that particular situation. So, what I'm studying,
Okay, sorry.
still not working?
It's cutting off your head, the top of your head. Your own video is. I don't know why. Can you not see it?
I closed it so I can see the slides better.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, it was just like it was cutting you off at your nose, so I think that might look a little bit weird.
all right, I'll restart.
Thanks.
Okay. Hi, I'm Parker Gunderson. I'm a political science major. Okay. Hi, I'm Parker. Hi, I'm Parker Gunderson. I'm a political science and international relations major from Billings, Montana. My study is focused on ethnic inclusion and unrest, and I'm particularly looking at the Berber population in Algeria. So what I'm studying, ethnic inclusion are essentially policies, cultural attitudes, and other sort of instances of inclusion within a government that essentially make it so that a minority ethnic group isn't excluded. And I'm linking this to the concept of unrest because most scholarship is focused on conflict instead of unrest. So I'm particularly looking at four variables. The first is, was the group powerful in the colony? So were they included in colonial government? The second is, are they included in current governments or governments at the times when I'm studying unrest? Are they well educated and affluent? And finally, are they able to maintain distinct identities and are there prejudices against them? These four variables get applied to four distinct periods that I'm analyzing that contain the entire period from France's colonization of Algeria to the modern day. I'm particularly zooming in on two large instances of unrest, the Berber Spring and the Black Spring. So what was the result of the study? The first is that during the colonial period, we see that all the variables of inclusion are absent. This heavily predicted the likelihood of high unrest, which sort of pans out because there's an independence war from France in Algeria. So with the Berbers and the Arabs completely disempowered, you see this independence war. Then during the independence period, you don't see you see instances of power sharing and advanced group status, but there's also this policy called Arabization, which attempts to assimilate Berber identity into Arab culture and replaces their language and cultural identity. Then during the Berber Spring, you see that none of the variables are present, and there's large-scale unrest movements, including a 700,000 student strike. And then finally, in the post-Berber Spring, you see that there are no variables of inclusion present, which still predicts unrest. But then the unrest substantially decreased after there were policies to accept Berber identity more in the Algerian government. So ultimately, we do link ethnic inclusion policies quite heavily with these instances of unrest.